Section 2. Complete the pattern in the spaces provided. The square root of 169, the square root of 121, the square root of 81, and the square root of two other numbers leading to the square root of 9. 169, the square root of 169 is 13. The square root of 121 is 11. The square root of 81 is 9. The numbers are decreasing by how much? 13 take away 2 equals 11. 11 take away 2 equals 9. 9 take away 2 equals 7. And 7 take away 2 will be equal to 5. So the answers will be 7 squared and 5 squared. 7 squared equals 49. 5 squared equals 25. So the actual answers are the square root of 49 and the square root of 25. The square root of 49 and the square root of 25. Asher and Rhoda bought 125 roses for a flower show. Rhoda bought 4 times as many roses as Asher. How many roses did Rhoda buy? Rereading, Asher and Rhoda bought 125 roses. It means that their total is 125, their combined total. Rhoda bought 4 times. That information is telling us that Rhoda bought more. 4 times more than Asher. How many roses did Rhoda buy? Okay, so I'm going to draw a bar, which is going to show you that the total, the combined total, Asher and Rhoda equals 125. I'm going to draw another bar that compares the sizes. Asher, but Rhoda is 4 times more. Let's write Asher here. Rhoda once, Rhoda twice, Rhoda 3 times, Rhoda 4 times. So what's actually happening here, right, Rhoda, is that the 125 has now been separated into 5 equal parts. So we divide our 125 by 5 and we get 25. Each of these parts is equal to 25 roses. Therefore, to find out how many roses, the number of roses that Rhoda bought, it's 25 once, 25 2 times, 25 3 times, 25 4 times. 25 times 4 equals 100. Rhoda bought 100 roses. John had 180 marbles. He gave Sachin 33 1/3% of his marbles. Calculate how many marbles John has remaining. Right. So John has a total of 180. He gave Sachin 33 1/3%, which is 1/3. So he gave Sachin 1/3 of his marbles. 1/3 is 3 equal parts. This is what he gave Sachin. And this is what he kept, which is 2/3. Great. So we can find out How much is 1/3 of 180? Which is 1 over 3 times 180 over 1, 3 into 3, 1, 3 into 18, 6. That's 60 marbles. And take it away from 180. 180, take away 60, leaves you with 120. Or we could have found out 2/3. Look, the 2/3 here that he kept. 2/3 of 180. 2 over 3 times 180 over 1. 3 into 3, 1. 3 into 18, 6. Bring up the 0. 60 times 2, 120. All right. 20, number 24.
Mommy, the pool fell. So, can it be 105 minutes?
Yes, Kyra, 105 minutes. All right? Go ahead. St. George's Prep School went on a field trip. Both teachers and students paid $60 each. If the school paid $2,160 for transport, how many 12-seater maxi taxis were hired? So you have students and teachers each paying $60 on this field trip, but we don't know how many persons went. We know that for all the persons went, the total was 2,160. So how many 60s added up to 2,160? That will give us the number of persons who went. If we know the number of persons who went, then we can find out how many maxis were used, because it's 12 persons per maxi. You see, 12-seater maxis. Great. So let's find out how many persons. 60 into 2,160. 2,160 divided by 60. 0 can cancel with 0, so we have simplified it. It's 216 divided by 6. 6 into 6, 1. 6 into 20. 3 6s are 18. Remainder 3. 3 into 36. 6 into 36, sorry. 6. So we have a 36 here. What does that represent? 36 maxis? No. 36 persons went on the outing, on the field trip. So if they were using 12-seater maxis, 12 persons, first full maxi, 12 persons, second full maxi, that's 24 we have so far. 12 persons again, 12 trees at 36, so that's 3 maxi taxis. Joseph bought 5 bicycles at a total cost of $3,125. He later sold the 5 bicycles to make a profit of 100%. How much was the selling price of the 5 bicycles? So the story is that Joseph bought some bicycles. How much did he pay? What was the cost price? $3,125. After selling them, he could not have gotten $3,125, nor could he have gotten less than $3,125. He had to have gotten more because he made a profit. And when you make a profit, you sell for more than you bought it. Now, this is 100% profit. 100% profit means that you have gained all the money you paid for it twice. So it's double the amount you paid for it, double the cost price. So this is simply doubling 3,125. 3,125 times 2, which is the same as 3,125 plus 3,125. 5 2s are 10, 2 2s are 4 and 1 5, 1 2 is 2, 3 2s are 6. So after selling the bicycles, he received 6,250. 3,125 would have been his cost price, so he made another 3,125. Sorry, what was the selling price they want to know, right? So remember, selling price was 6,000 250. Just trying to get some privacy here. I am in my hot car in the yard. Have mercy. Right, we're moving along. Moving along. Soja discovered 2/5 of the pens she bought were not working. Okay, I have to switch this car on again. The noise was too much, I thought, but I'm not dying here. Soja discovered 2/5 of the pens she bought were not working. She also noticed 1/4 of the working pens were red. If 36 of the working pens were red, how many pens did Soja buy? Do you give up? No, you don't. You fight. You fight. You fight. You think. Even if you don't understand, you start drawing. And when you start drawing, things are going to start speaking to you, and God is going to start blessing you for your effort. So let's follow. Hope this noise isn't too distracting. Soja discovered 2/5 of the pens she bought were not working. So let's make a 2/5 diagram. Fifths is 5 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2/5 were not working. Look at the 2/5 here. 2/5 not working. Great. What does that mean before we go any further? It means that 3/5 were working. So look at 3/5. Here they are, right here. 3/5 working. 2/5 not working. 3/5 working. Great. Let's continue reading. She also noticed 1/4 of the working pens. 1/4 of what? This blue section we just drew here. 1/4 of that, the working pens, were red. So I'm just going to divide that section into quarters. Straight down the middle, that's 2 equal parts. Now notice this is not a quarter of the whole. It's just 1/4 of the working pens were red. So we have used this information, we have used this information. Let's go down to the next line. If 36 of the working pens were red, 36 of the working pens were red. We were just told 1/4 of the working pens were red. So we separated this section into quarters. Let's shade 1/4. 1/4 of the working pens are red. And 36 of the working pens are red. Are you seeing that we're talking about the same section of our diagram? That means, now if 1/4 of the working pens were red and 36 of the working pens were red, we're talking about the same thing. So that means 1/4 equals 36. They're the same. 1/4 equals 36. If 1/4 equals 36, that means here's 36, here's 36, here's 36, and the same quarter we were talking about was also 36, which we have already labeled. Can't we find out how many working pens there are? Yes, we can. 36 4 times. Are you seeing it on the diagram? 36 times 4. 6 4s are 24. 3 4s are 12. And 2 make 14. So there are 144 working pens. Words do help you in your explanation and your statement writing and so. Sometimes you forgot what you were working out, you get distracted. Write words as well, please. So there are 144 working pens. I'm going back to the question. If there are 144 working pens, they want to know how many pens Soja bought. How many pens did Soja buy? Great. Do you remember that this section of our diagram represents 3/5? And this section also represents the working pens, which we now know how many there are. It means that 3/5 equals 144. 3 over 5 equal 144. So let me draw a separate diagram to show 3/5 equal 144. 3/5 equal 144. Can we find out the value of 1/5? Yes, we divide by 3. So 144 divided by 3 gives us the value of 1/5. 3 into 12. 4 3s are 12. 14 take away 12. 2 bring down the 4. 3 into 24, 8. So this means that each fifth is worth 48. 48, 48, 48, 48, 48. 5/5 in a whole, so you multiply 48 by 5. 8 5s are 40, 4 5s are 20, and 4 make 24. In total, Soja bought 240 pens. A roll of string was used to make kites. A roll of string was used to make kites. Inshan used 1/4, Mark used 3/8, and Lisa used 7/24. Calculate the difference in length between the shortest and longest pieces of string used. In order to compare our fractions, we make denominators the same. We can make 4ths and 8ths into 24ths. Alright? 1/4 and 3/8. We will turn them into 24ths. All you have to know, 1/4 means your whole is cut up into 4 equal pieces. 8ths, you're cutting your whole into 8 equal pieces. But you can cut in more slices to get 24ths, smaller slices. So you want to turn quarters into 24ths. Multiply by 6. 4 times 6 equals 24. That means each quarter will be cut into 6 slices. 1 times 6 equals 6. So that's 6/24 is 1/4. 3/8. How do we make 8ths into 24ths? We cut into smaller pieces. Each 8 we're going to cut in 3 pieces. 8 times 3 equals 24. 3 times 3 equals 9. 9/24. So now we see that 1/4 is 6/24. 3/8 is 9/24, and we already had 7/24. The question asks us to calculate the difference in length between the shortest and longest pieces of string used. The shortest is 6/24, and the longest is 9/24. So it's 9/24 take away 6/24. 9 take away 6 is what? 3. 3/24. Hooray! But once our answer can be reduced, we reduce it, can it? Yes, it can. 3 into 3, 1. 3 into 24, 8. Our answer is 1/8. 3 marks. Alright, number 28. Kelly is 8 years old. Now let me draw a bar for Kelly. Kelly Kelly. Kelly is 8 years old. Marcy is 10 years older than Kelly. Marcy, 10 years older than Kelly. So, had it not been for the 10 years, then Marcy and Kelly would have been same age, but unfortunately, Marcy is 10 more than Kelly, so the bar represents 10 more than Kelly. And 4 years older than Dan. Who's 4 years older than Dan? Is it Kelly or is it Marcy? Marcy is 10 years older than Kelly and 4 years older than Dan. Marcy is 4 years older than Dan. So, let me squeeze in Dan here. This is Marcy and this is Dan. We are not going to extend it. In fact, I'll put it on top. I'll put Dan here. Dan will be older than Kelly. Dan will be less Marcy's age by 4. So that's Dan. Dan is twice as old as Patrick. Okay, I wish I went down a little lower. Dan is twice as old as Patrick, so that means Patrick is half of Dan's age. Patrick is half of Dan's age. Sorry to write over it. How old is Patrick? So let's go from the beginning. Kelly is 8. Marcy is 10 older than Kelly. So Marcy is 10 plus 8, which is 18. Then Marcy is 4 years older than Dan. So if Marcy is 18 and she's older than Dan by 4 years, we take away 4 from 18 and we get 14. So Dan is 14. How old is Patrick? Dan is twice as old as Patrick. So if Dan is 14 and he's twice as old as Patrick, how much is half of 14? It is 7. 14 divided by 2. So Patrick is 7. Number 29. Darren and Ann bought the school supplies shown. What are you seeing? Darren bought 3 pencils and 2 rulers. Ann bought 2 pencils and 3 rulers. Darren's supplies cost $19. Ann's supplies cost $21. I remember the first time I looked at this question. I'm sorry for not seeing the pattern immediately, but I took quite a while because we're accustomed getting questions like these where you have to find for one. This essay requires you to look for patterns. Now, look at what is being asked of you. What is the total cost for 10 pencils and 10 rulers? And you realize that when you put Darren's and Ann's supplies together, you end up with 3 pencils and 2 pencils. That's 5 pencils, 5 pencils. And when you put Darren's and Ann's rulers together, you get 5 rulers as well. 5 pencils and 5 rulers. So if you find the cost of 5 pencils and 5 rulers, which is Darren's total plus Ann's total times 2, then you can find the cost of 10. So 19 plus 21. How much is 19? That's how much Darren paid. Plus 21. That's how much Ann paid. 9 and 1, 10. 2 and 1, 3 and 1, 4. Combined, they paid $40 for 5 pencils and 5 rulers. So how much money will be for 10 pencils and 10 rulers? Multiply by 2. 40 times 2 equal. Okay, why is it taking so long to respond? Okay. Trying to move the page. It's not moving. For what reason? It's not moving. Okay. Number 30. Alana and Jabari both multiplied some numbers by 5. Alana said, "You always get a product of 5 or more." Jabari responded, "No, you can also get a product that is smaller than 5. Who is correct? Explain your answer giving examples. Okay. Now, this question required that you understand that you can multiply numbers by numbers that are less than 1, which are fractions. So some persons only interpreted it as whole numbers, but also fractions are numbers. So let's try. A half times 2. Will that give us a product of 5 or greater? Sorry, a half by 5. Where did I get that 2 from? A half by 5. 3/4 by 5. 7/8 times 5. Let's try it. A half by 5 is a half multiplied by 5 over 1. 1/5 is 5. 2 ones are 2. That's 5 over 2. That's an improper fraction, which indicates that it is a mixed number. 2 into 4, 2. Remainder 1. Alright. 3/4 by 5. 3 5s are 15. 4 ones are 4. That's 15 over 4. Let's change it to a mixed number. Go 4 into 15. 4 into 15. 3 4s are 12. 15 take away 12. 3. So 3 3/4. That's less than 5. That's less than 5. 7/8 times 5. 7 over 8 times 5 over 1. Nothing can be reduced. 7 5s are 35. 8 1s are 8. So to change it to a mixed number, you say 8 into 35. 4 8s are 32. 35 take away 32. 3. So this one is 4 3/8. Right. In each of these cases, our product was less than 5. So you have to show the examples and then you explain. When multiplied by 5, you can bless. I'm not seeing anything coming up on the screen. It's responding really late. With my distance from the Wi-Fi box. Okay. Next question. A movie ended at the time shown on the digital clock. The movie lasted for 1 hour and 55 minutes. At what time did the movie start, given that the clock is 10 minutes slow? If the clock is 10 minutes slow, the time is actually supposed to be later. So the time is really supposed to be 10:48. So we can put in the correct time at any point, either at the beginning or at the end. So let's say it's 10:48 and not 10:38. It's 10:48 because the clock is slow. Correct time is 10:48. So the movie lasted for 1 hour and 55 minutes. So we're going an hour and 55 minutes back in time. All right. So 10:48 take away 1 hour and 55 minutes. Clearly we can see 48 cannot take away 55. So we regroup. we take 1 hour from these 10 hours here and remain with 9. When you take 1 hour to minutes, 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So 60 plus the 48 we have here will give us how many? 0 and 8, 8, 6 and 4, 10. So we no longer have 48 minutes, we have 108 minutes to take away 55 minutes. 8 take away 5 is 3, and 10 take away 5 is 5. We have 53 minutes. 9 take away 1 is 8. So the movie started at 8:53. Don't forget your... No, they didn't. No. 8:53, so don't put in any... Tyreek has a 4-liter bottle of sorrel. He drinks 250 milliliters of sorrel every day. How many days does he take to finish drinking all the sorrel in the bottle? Okay, 4 liters. 4 liters. 4 liters equals how many milliliters? 1 liter equals 1,000 milliliters. So 4 liters equal 4,000 milliliters. So we're checking to see how many 250 milliliters are equivalent to 4,000 milliliters. So one way to do it is to divide. 0 cancel with 0. 5 into 25, 5. 5 into 48. Bring up the 0. 5 into 5, 1. 5 into 80, we're sure it can work because it ends with a 0. 5 into 8, 1. 5 into 30, 6. 16. Alright, another way. Each liter of sorrel has 4 quarter liters. 250 milliliters is a quarter liter. So 4 quarters. 250, 250, 250. How many of these he has? He has 4. So 4 fours are 16. $33. Sally bought 3 blocks of cheese. We are seeing the masses there, and they want the total mass of the 3 blocks to the nearest kilogram. Okay, so we can put all in kilograms, and let's leave it like that. 94.94 kilograms. Let's change that to grams. 940 grams plus 160 grams plus 700 grams. 0, 0, 0, 6 and 4, 10. 9 and 1 is 10 and 7, 17 and 1 is 18. So we have 1800 grams. They want the answer to the nearest kilogram. 1800 grams is almost how many grams? It's almost 2000 grams. And 2000 grams are 2 kilograms. No, please don't tell me I lost that. Okay, great. Mr. Ali wants to tile his office floor. The area of the floor is 90,000 square centimeters. Sale on tiles, $50 per box. Next one, sale on tiles, $55 per box. First one, 15 times 15, that's the those are the dimensions of the tiles. The next one is 20 by 20, so it's a little bigger. The first one, you're getting 40 tiles per box. The second one, you're getting 25 tiles per box. Very important information. Which size tile should be used so that it is cheaper to tile the area of the entire floor? Show all working. How do you find out how much money you pay for the tiles? Well, first of all, you have the area of the floor. You need to know the area of the floor. You need to know the area of a tile. And when you divide the area of the floor by the area of a tile, then you know how many tiles you need. So let's start with that. We are looking, the area of the floor is already given to us. It is 90,000 square centimeters. Let me change that color. 90,000 square centimeters. That's the area of the floor. We'll call the side A, the left side A. The right side, we'll call that B. Right? So let's find out the area of a tile. 15 times 15. How much is 15 times 15? We're supposed to know that mentally. 15 times 15 is 225. So area of the tile is... Let's go to B one time. Let's find the area of tile on offer B. Area of tile equals as well. Great. So we're finding out the number of tiles now. Remember, the area of the floor is 90,000 square centimeters. So to find out the number of tiles, you divide the area of the floor by the area of a tile. So number of tiles equals 225. And on the next side, we're finding a number of tiles, 90,000. Okay. Numerator and denominator on the left both end with 5, so we're going to start off with 5. Very simple. 5 into 24, remainder 2. 5 into 25, 5. 5 into 9, bring up the zeros. 5 into 45, 9. 5 into 15, 3. And bring up these 3 zeros here. Hope I'm correct. 3 into 9, 3. 3 into 30, 10. And bring up those other 2 zeros. I don't think I calculated right. Let me do that again. It's so important to have your calculation neat. Alright, so we were going 90,000 by 225. 5 into 20 is 4. Remainder 2. 5 into 25 is 5. 5 into 9 is 1. Remainder 4. 5 into 40 is 8. Bring up these 3 zeros, we have 18,000. 5 into 45, 9. 5 into 15 is 3. Remainder 3. 5 into 30, 6. Alright, now we're talking. That's why I made my error. 9 into 9, 1. 9 into 36, 4. So we need on the left. Let's go to the right. 90,000 divided by 40,000. 0 cancels with 0. 0 cancels with 0. So we have 4 into 900. Okay, they're both even numbers, so let's take it slow. 2 into 4, 2. 2 into 8, 4. Remainder 1. 2 into 10, 5. Bring up the 0. They're still both even numbers, so we're sure that we won't get a remainder. 2 into 2, 1. 2 into 4, 2. 2 into 5, 2. Remainder 1. 2 into 10. So we need 225. and 25 tiles of the bigger size. Are we finished? No, the left, this 400 here is not $400. It represents the number of tiles if you use 15 by 15 tiles, and this 225 represents the number of tiles if you use 20 by 20 tiles. Let's look at the price now. Not the price. Okay, $50 per box, $55 per box. But are they selling the tiles singly? No. 40 tiles per box. If there are 40 tiles per box, we can quickly figure out that if you need 400 tiles, how many boxes you need? 40 times 10. 10 boxes of these. Alright, that was not the best tool there. 10 boxes will be needed. How much for 10 boxes? It's $50 a box. 50 times 10 equals 500. Go with the option on the left. Let's go with the option on the right. 225 tiles. 25 tiles in a box. How much is 225 divided by 25? So let's work it out. 225 divided by 25. Some do it by heart already. 5 into 25, 5. 5 into 24, remainder 2. 5. We need 9 boxes of tiles. $55 per box. Let's see how much is 55 times 9. 5 nines are 45. 5 nines are 45 plus 4. 46, 47, 48, 49. 195. So, with option A, you pay 500. With option B, you pay 495. So, the cheaper option is to choose option B, which is a mere $5 less. In reality, you're getting it in Superior or Pinal, which is closer to home, and it's $5 more. But they didn't ask you that, alright? But $5 doesn't really impress me. Seeing a scratch on my iPad here. Not cool at all. Alright, so show all working. Mr. Who is it? Ali is his name? Mr. Ali should choose option B. Let me give my best handwriting here. Mr. Ali. The word. Can't see what I'm writing. He will less. Great. Oh, why are you taking so long to respond? Come on, page. Go up, go up, go up. Page, go up. I'll try that again. Okay. Triangular shaped tiles of equal sizes were used to cover the hexagon. One tile is shown. How many tiles are used altogether? Alright, so some really smart children didn't bother to draw all. They just drew in half the shape and multiplied by 2. Dots must be connected. Fun. Yes, this is a lot of fun. Nice pattern. Count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Will cover half. 24 will cover the whole. Come on, page, move. No, that's not where I want you to go, page. Okay. Great. Very easily, number 36, you look at how many in a row and how many in a column, if you want to call it that. 2 going this way, 2 going that way, 3 going this way, 3 going that way. Horizontal and vertical, you could call it 1, 2, 3, 4 horizontal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 horizontal. Alright, for the last one. So it seems as though the same number of horizontal and vertical. So we have 1, 2, 3. So we'll go with 5 horizontal and 5 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so we had 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the next one will be 7 horizontal and 7 vertical. Going with the vertical first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bars will make 7 spaces. We have 1 here already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's it. Come on, move, move, move. Okay, let me check these messages. Mr. Samy. No, I have sent it already. Okay, great. Alright. Great. Messages checked. State which 2 triangles are similar, given your reasons. I'm going to do this very quickly as I'm soaking wet here in this car. State which 2 triangles are similar, given your reasons. Alright. I would say B and D are similar, and my reasons are that they appear to be, not just that they appear to be, there are enough facts to conclude that B and D are isosceles triangles, which have 2 sides and angles equal and 1 unequal side. 2 sides and angles equal. I know these 2 sides are equal because it's made of 2 diagonal lines passing through the same number of points. Remember, horizontal and vertical lines cannot be compared to diagonal lines. Very often people look at this and say, let me give you an example. Oh, the dots are not in a straight line, so forget about that. Right? I am sure that these are passing through 3 dots each, so they are equal, and this part is unequal. Here we have again could it have been equilateral, coming to think of it, could have been, because diagonal lines cannot compare. Could have been equilateral. There's nothing to tell us the exact size of the lines. Yeah, it could have been equilateral. 2 appear to be bigger. I'm not sure. Sometimes you have to turn your paper around. No matter how I turn this around, I don't know if you're seeing how I'm turning it. If it's turning with you. Alright, no matter how I turn it, they seem to be the same, so I can say that B and D are both equilateral triangles. But I'm sure that they could be isosceles because there's evidence to show that those 2 lines are passing through the same number of points. So I'm going to stick with isosceles. SOSCLES. Okay. A pictograph represents a number of medals won by two runners. Ricardo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 stars. Jeremy, 1, 2, 3, and 3.5 stars. Complete the table using the information from the pictograph. Ricardo, 30. How can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stars add up to 30? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars add up to 30. Unless one star is worth how many? 6. 6 fives are 30. So if one star is worth 6, then this is 6, 6, 6 half stars worth 3. 6 threes are 18, 19, 20, 21. That's number 38. Alright, the bar graph shows ice cream sales at the cafeteria during the week. The flavors of the ice cream are missing from the graph. Chocolate is like the most. Okay, so chocolate is the tallest. Chalk. Vanilla is like the least, so this has to be Van. Coconut is preferred than strawberry. Okay, so Coke and straw. We have identified each. How many strawberry flavored ice creams were sold? Seriously? Strawberry? 100. Crick crack. Number 40. The table shows the toys at Helen's store in 1 month. If her store sold 4 more cars, would there be a change in the modal toy for the month? First of all, what is the modal toy for the month? Dolls, 24 cars, 16 video games, 32 board games, 20. Aha, video games have it. That's the modal toy for the month, 32. So if it is 4 more cars were sold, 16 plus 4 equals 20. If 4 more cars were sold, then cars would be competing with board games. But that doesn't affect all 32 video games. Yes, people are still buying video games the most so that their children will not want to do their essay homework and will want to yes, stay on track. Alright, so no. There would not be a change. Not be a change. And sometimes children just want to answer like that for your 3 marks. No. You have to say more. This is so, remember I'm writing on a screen, so I can't get my penmanship like how you can get yours. This is so because the modal toy, video games, represents 32 sales. Adding 4 more cars takes it up to 20. Video games would still be in the lead. Hooray, we're finished with section 2.